Today I wanted to talk all about body care. Now, this is going to be a variety of products that I use, and sometimes I get questions about them, so I thought, why not just put everything into one video when it comes to these kind of products. So I did a video over on Patreon earlier this month or last month where I shared my grandmother's beauty routine, which really was just about the kind of moisturizer that I use. And I veered off of that path for a very short time when one of my daughters suggested that I use CeraVe, just a moisturizer. She said that it's supposed to be better for you. I didn't see that big of a difference. I really missed my tried and true oil of Olay that my grandmother suggested I use and that she had been using because she was told from another lady who had beautiful skin that she used it. So it's been around quite a long time, just like Pond's, but I prefer the way that this smells. And one of the things that you will see across all of these products that I'm going to share with you is that it smells good to me. And if a product doesn't smell good, or if it has no scent at all, I usually won't want to use it. And that's the way it is for me. It needs to work, but it also needs to smell good. So everyone is different when it comes to what they like the smell of or not. For me, I can tell you just right off the bat that I do not like some of those more earthy scents. They just don't smell as good to me, except for the only one that I really love, which is eucalyptus. But I really like this for shower spray. So I get this shower spa mist that I purchased from the Green Valley Ranch Hotel, which comes from their spa. And this is the most relaxing thing to me, and it brings my spa experience home. So we've already talked about hair care. If you are interested in what products I use on my hair, you can go to the video where I talk about hair care. But today it's just like the rest of the body, including the face. Because for my makeup routine, I'm going to be doing a whole nother video when it comes to those kind of products. But just in a nutshell, with my face care routine, I like to, let's talk about, washing the face. So I do wash my face at night, and I really like this Biore. I was using another one before, but this is the one that I prefer over both of them. This is also a recent purchase. So what I like about it is the cooling effect that it has. This is Purify and Reset Daily Cleanser. It's the Rose Quartz Natural Charcoal. Why was I drawn to it? The color. I mean, it's truly the color. The smell was really good. And yeah, some of us are drawn to packaging, and that's our downfall. But it does work. It gets all of my makeup off, and for whatever does not get my makeup off, I like to use this little washcloth right here. This was gifted to one of my daughters for Christmas this last year. She got like 4 or 5 of them, and I said, I would like one of those. And so she let me have a couple of them, and anything that the cleanser doesn't get off, this gets off very easily. And I have recently started wearing a new lipstick, which yes, I will get into in a future video, but it's this one by L'Oreal Paris, and it's a matte color, not the one I'm currently wearing, but it's a matte color. It stays on for a very long time, and if I don't use this, I can rarely get it all off. So this definitely helps to get that all off. So then after I wash my face at night, I will use the Oil of Olay night cream, which it's called Night of Olay, and it's a firming cream and has a really good smell as well. I keep that in here, but the daily one that I use, just it's the original one. I like to decant it and put in this little glass jar right here. So I am running low, but I usually do not refill this until I've used it all, and then I can wash it out, just because over time it can kind of get a little bit thicker, dry out a little bit. So I just want to make sure that whatever I put in here, whenever I refill it, it's fresh. Then in the morning, I like to use body wash, of course. I love Ivory. It's the original one. I do like some of the other flavors, like the pink one, but this one I keep coming back to. And one of the things I also like about it is that I can use it for every single shower, meaning within the household. And a couple of other things. I like to use Summer's Eve Delicate Blossom. This one is just, you know, a topical wash, and I really like this one. And then after I've washed and conditioned shampooed and conditioned my hair and put in that leave-in conditioner that I talked about before, you know, turn the shower off. Then it's time to dry off, but right after I dry and while I'm still in the shower, I like to use a lotion. So I had been using this Jergens Soothing Aloe one. Before that, I was using the green Vaseline Aloe one, but since then, not that it matters, but I just really liked this scent, I think, better. I mean, actually, I don't know, but this I was drawn to from that little travel size one that I was using, and so I wanted to use this. It actually reminds me of my Grammy, which brings me to my Grammy. My Grammy is different than my grandma, and I guess I didn't make that distinction when I was sharing my grandmother's hair, but that is not my Grammy that I was talking about. So I will insert a couple of slides here of my Grammy. My Grammy has had huge influence on me, especially when it comes to body care, especially in lotioning up after every single shower. This was something that, like when I would be over at her house and, you know, just sharing my woes of whatever it was, I would say that my skin is so dry. You know, it just looks really bad by the end of the day. And even if I put lotion on, it just doesn't matter. It just looks dry. And she said, the problem is that you are not putting lotion on right after your shower when your skin still has the moisture from the shower in it. Ever since then, I lotion up after every single shower, and I never struggle with dry skin anymore. And she was right. So that's my Grammy. Now, she also had lovely hairstyles, and she was actually a beautician for a while. So I've learned a lot of things from her as well. So another thing that I like to use on my face, especially if I'm going to be outside. Recently I haven't really been outside, so I haven't been using this much. But I do like the Ultra Sheer Dry Touch Sunscreen. This is 7D. This is by Neutrogena. So in the summertime I'll use that, but I don't go outside as often now, especially when it's, you know, cooling down. And I also wanted to just make note of the kind of razor that I have, because maybe that would be a question, I don't know, maybe too personal, but it's just the Venus ones, and these are the disposable ones, but I find that they last a long time. What else are we missing here? Okay, so we've taken care of our body, but when we're out of the shower, we definitely need to put on some deodorant. Now, this is a recent change for me. When I was in Vegas, I don't know, well, like last month, I was in Vegas and I needed some deodorant. And my sister-in-law suggested that I use this because I was trying to get away from using the one with aluminum in it. So she suggested this one. She said that it worked out well for her, and I actually like it. It does an okay job, you know, but this is a newer change for me, but now I'm aluminum free, so that's always a good thing, right? Okay, toothpaste. I like to use Colgate. This is the sensitive whitening one. That's just the one that I've been using. Let's talk about hand soap. I have loved getting this refillable one. Although this isn't the one that I was after, but this is the peony scent one, which there was another one and I forgot, but it was more of like a purple tone for the, you know, label. And I can't remember what it was, but when I was at the Target in St. George, they did not have the kind that I was looking for. And I think I don't know if it was like a seasonal scent that I purchased, but I kind of missed that one. It just smelled so good, whatever it was. Maybe it was a berry of some kind, I don't know. But anyway, I've been using that. The other that I like to use is the pink grapefruit one from Trader Joe's. But we don't have a Trader Joe's here, so I know that this is, once this stuff runs out, that'll be it until I go back to Vegas to do any kind of shopping. So that is about it. Well, if you want to know about my perfumes, because I did get that question, I have recently just been using the rest of this Versace Bright Crystal that I've had. I think this was a purchase last year, and around the same time, my sister-in-law gifted me with this Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. As you can see, this one is just about gone. I do miss this one, but this one is great too. So I think I had wanted to try something new. So I find that I do like this one, definitely. I used it for this whole entire year since my last birthday. But now I am going to use this up because perfume goes bad, right? So we're going to use what we have here. And that's the thing that I like to really encourage, is not trying a lot of different products, but maybe you might need something, then that's a good time to try something new if you want to. But for myself, usually I will stick with some of the same products unless I can't find it in store. Then I might see if there's something else to replace it that, you know, I like the smell of or whatever. As far as ingredients and all are concerned, there are some that are really into all of that. I have to say that I'm not. So if that makes you feel differently about me, I understand. But that is not something that I spend a lot of time like researching or anything like that. So I just know that with all of these products, I'm not trying to convince you to purchase any of these products. However, if you are looking for them, I do have them linked down in my description box below. But just know I'm not trying to convince you to purchase any of them. I think you should do your research, especially if that's something that's important to you. And that is just the way that I go about shopping for those kind of things for myself. And I have really never been, like, let me just give you an example here. All of these products that I have never been influenced by another influencer to purchase them. So I just have a different mindset when it comes to that kind of thing. Like it needs to be something that really works for you. Now, granted, there might be someone that tells me that something works, you know, like I feel very influenced by my sister-in-law for this. But for myself, I kind of feel like it's something that is more like with somebody that I know, or I just have to try it out myself. But yeah, none of these things was I sitting there watching somebody use something and suggest it and me purchase it. So that's kind of interesting, you know, but I think that that's how everything should be, that when it comes to this kind of stuff, like you share different stuff, but don't ever feel, and I'm not just talking about with me, but just in general on the internet, don't ever feel like you have to do something based off of somebody else telling you that it works. Because actually with a lot of influencers, you know, they're being paid to tell you different things about it. And by the way, none of this was sponsored. Nobody has told me to say anything about anything, which is one of the reasons why I'm very leery about anything online, is because I know that a lot of people get paid to talk about different things, and the companies put words in their mouths about what to say about it. So, you know, that's just something that I've known from the get-go, especially being a content creator. So what is it that I truly try to sell is what I'm selling, because, you know, that's something that I really believe in, and something that I've put some work into. Is it going to be for everyone? Of course not. You know, my life books, my diaries, things like that, that's not for everyone. And so the same holds true with products. What works for me may not work for you. Kind of like the shampoo and conditioner thing. We all have different heads of hair. We all have different bodies, and, you know, the way that different scents work on different people, or just the way different scents affect us, that's a very personal thing. So I'm just sharing with you what's important to me. But I really hope that you enjoyed this, and that you gained a little something out of this, and enjoyed seeing all the products that I use. So thank you so much for being here with me today, and for just listening to me go through all of this. And I just have to say that I have been enjoying creating content every single day. So far it's been working out pretty well. I hope that that continues on to the 25th, because after that I plan on starting my Winter Diaries series, and I hope you will join me with that, because within that I'm just looking forward to sharing all the, you know, all the changes and things that I experience here in this new place, and the scenery, and just everything. So I will see you in my next video.